You guys doing? Making sure I have everything repaired. Want to get the stuff off of us real quick. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Gonna be kind of blasting some stuff today, I think. Absolutely a quick way to burn through stuff, right? We're slowly building up our Imperium armor plating, just so you guys know. And just to catch up on this, oh, boom. On this part too, we're currently at 238 of our needed 300 to upgrade to the Imperium officer plates. So that's pretty significant. I'm going to grab probably about 50 ped more in mind essence. I think that's probably a good choice, right? Yeah, boom. I plan on doing some casual hunting, not like highly aggressive, but kind of, hey, let's go kill some stuff on this planet, right? So Cyrene has a ton of stuff to kill. We've been knocking the crap out of a lot of it. Let me see what there is. By the way, I'm going to let you know we finished through that now you're a lumberjack thing, right? I'll show you what we got actually. Let me run back in here, guys. Because I haven't sorted through the blueprint stuff yet that we've been accumulating on planet. That's its own little. So, when I finished that mission, I was going to save it and like collect with you guys, right? But it just presented it. And so once you mine it, I don't know if I chose when I first clicked the thing and stuff like that, but it automatically was like poof when I completed the mission. So that is what it is, not a big deal, but that kind of did take that out of our hands. So I'll have to re-get that mission if it's a re-gettable. I think it is, guys, but I'm not even really sure where I grabbed it the first time right this second. So I don't want to, misjudge that situation. Right now, actually, let's do this. I did get a permanent um, level 3 combustive attack chip. I consider that great. Has a horrible first tiering number, but I'm going to let you know I don't really care about that at this point because just the sheer, hey, what it is worth it in my opinion. And so I did mention to you guys previously that I was really frustrated with this for some of the creatures that we need to hunt and stuff because it just doesn't knock fast enough and it's ineffective for what we're currently doing on Cyrene. Now, like, I'm going to tell you, this little guy right here is amazing for most places and most planets. I don't know how I don't have a thing in there. Hold on. Let's throw an economy enhancer in there. Not really needed, but okay. So boom, heavily modified. It should tier eventually, but this is more effective for like not the animals we're currently on. Let's just say that. And I'll come over here. We'll look at it. Because obviously I'm gonna kill some swamp lurkers, right? And you'll see the difference of why I'd be like, I don't think this is really a great effective choice. I'm not gonna throw on armor yet. Probably should click these real quick so I can show you guys what I'm talking about before we run out of ammo, you know what I'm saying? Because I actually don't know if I packed laser ammo on me right there. Just gonna heads up, you guys. Okay. So swamp lurkers, right? They're so that's a poison. So see, that's even more of a situation where yeah, it would be more of an example, of course. Ooh, I almost pulled another. So watch how slow this kills this guy. Boom, boom, boom. And this is why I was talking about like how I needed to find something that was slightly better hit each than this but it didn't have to be super higher. So we're qualified um, as a pyrokineticist way, way behind the chip we're currently about to use, right? The thing is, though, I'm not currently codexing on animals that are way beyond the chip we're about to use. And so we want to kill them, but we want to kill them in like 3 to 6 hits, zone. And so that's about the perfect zone for swamp lurkers, I'd say. So I did have to spend a little bit on this, but you'll see, I am the market activity. So this was in the market finally. I don't know if there will be another one in the market for a while. There's been 8 of them in the market for a year. In a year, I bought the only one that was in there for the month or that got bought, and I would almost bet that one would have got bought if it was in there. And so there's probably like 8 a year, I would bet. And so it did give me a little bit in the hey, is that an investment? But I did want something that was repairable, that was more within the threshold zone of what I'm currently doing. And so, if that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? And because I have this like this, we can pop that up. But this is much more efficient for sure. And we can drop some mining stuff too. This is one of the places that's good to mine, you know what I'm saying? The mining equipment we're currently using have to be only level 5 to start using it, blah blah. Of course we got some stuff. There's the iridium. I'm probably saying that wrong, but But basically it goes deep and it doesn't require you to be a high level. And so the combination of deep is usually better outcomes. And so we've knocked out one of our dailies at least right there. And so I love that thing. I am eventually going to bring online like a better tool in theory. But that's not for a second, guys. I'll click this to system real quick. Unless you guys find it handy to see who offers quad wing services and stuff like that. And then this is mostly going to be like space mothership society chat if we have it on just that stuff, you know what I mean? So I usually click it to this, so. So what we want is the lurker stuff. And you get to make lurker lube with it, right? In which that is used in the dailies. And honestly is used in a daily too. And I'll have to remember the recipe or I'll Google it. I'm not going to remember it, guys. I'm just going to be honest. It's a simple recipe, if I remember right, though, to make it. But yeah, these are going fast. So these Swamp Lurker Primes are really easy, guys, to get this mission knocked out on. I'm going to heal myself up here. I definitely need to get a slightly more powerful healing device. I'm going to just kill this guy off and then heal myself. we'd be ineffectively trying to do stuff at that point, you know what I'm saying? Put this guy down. And I'm going to be honest, the tier numbers on this is not good. And I'll show you that in a second. It's going to take a while to tier. But the thing is, we're going to use the crap out of it anyway. So. And you don't know what the second tier numbers are going to be. The primary tier number at level 1 is 6/200 for advancement, which means it's going to go slow as crap. But we're already 1% of the way there anyway. And I literally got it this morning, and it wasn't 0, 0. You know what I'm saying? This guy's still going to get his butt kicked. By the way, I'm working on the second rank of the Psyche Master. That's taking a second, guys. Holy crap. Hey, how are you doing, Prime Admin? I hope you're having a kick butt day. Ooh, what just happened there? Let's just go like this. We're just gonna zap ourselves full. All we have to do is a ton more dailies for a ton more days, and boom, we're gonna be pimping. So if they swarm me too bad, we'll actually have to start putting on armor, but I don't think they're gonna. Honestly, I'm trying to consider new armor, but the armor I'm wanting, I keep checking the market and I don't see it. And I'm not sure if I want like a full set of Lich Armor, okay? Or if that, it's the one that's like tier 9. It's either Spectre or Spectral Armor. I'll show you guys it. It has ridiculous stats, but nobody's making it that I've seen. I've looked. Just gonna say that. I don't have it, but you can look at the stats, you know what I'm saying? It looks impressive. So it looks like it'd be highly useful, especially with these plates, right? So think about it. If you had Lich Armor, which I don't know if anybody has a set for sale that we could look at the stats, but it's pretty good armor. And then you had like the I think it's adjusted or augmented Imperium Plates. You'd be pretty well set up. I'm gonna just say you can kill some stuff. After I kill these guys off, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about armor-wise. I haven't seen anybody technically making it. If somebody is making it, I'm sure they've got a price tag that's pretty considerable. I'm sure it's worth it from what I'm looking at right now. But I'm pretty sure the combination of like augmented or adjusted Imperium Plates and Lich Armor encompasses a giant amount of stuff. But this other one, right? Because it covers electric and a bunch of weird stuff. Like it's ready for it, you know what I'm saying? I'll have to find it. We're almost through these guys. So this was a good choice, this level 3 nano chip. This seems to be the right range for these guys specifically. It still's a little overkill for some things, but we have this still, you know. It really does seem to be about the right amount of hits, right? I'm really happy about it. By the way, thank you very much. Okay, boom. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Then we'll kill some Panellians. I probably should throw on armor for Panellians because they're the 10th level ones that are old. We'll weigh that when we get there. I have armor for this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like general use armor. And I have vastly wearing out impressive armor like the Perseus armor. But my thoughts are that eventually the combination of what I want is going to be good robot hunting armor, right? Like really good robot hunting armor. So I show you what I'm talking about on stat info. So they're not going to have a set of this stuff for sale somewhere else. By the way, this Ripper Hide armor plating, it's ridiculous looking. I'm not a 5th tier armor dude, so I'm not going to be like, hey, I'll make that for you guys. Let's look through this. It's not Phantom. By the way, lots of these are great armors, so I'm not dissing them. Spectre, I'll bet it is. This is going to be a tier 9. Yeah, boom. So look at this. And this is why I'm saying, this is why I think that if you had augmented or adjusted in whichever one I can get to, let's not pretend that I'm, think about the protection combination. So I get my acid protection's not going to be that impressive, but that's like a lot of burn protection for sure, right? And then I guess your penetration's not great. Stab is great. Impact is pretty good. The electric is covers all the normal robots, like the ones on this planet that are just like. But I haven't seen a single person making this. But I feel that this is versatile armor. It might not be the most perfect one. This stuff's pretty nice too, guys. I'm not gonna joke. Look at that. Those are solid stats. That's 32 stab. And nobody has a Lich Armor set, I'm sure, on here. Let's check. Oh, boom. Look at this, guys. So, Lich Armor also probably going to be a good one if you think about it. So the penetration and shrapnel, that's low, but you can always plate for that. You've got 30 burn. You've got 14 electrical, which is like enough for normal stuff. You've got all the cold and stuff like that. So if you were going to hunt like, I think it's a Merfolkin or something like that, might be cold damage. There's a few things. I don't know. Basically, I was trying to figure that out. Which one is actually better, probably realistically for robot hunting overall? I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look that up. Okay, we're gonna shoot right here. Take out some Panellians. But yeah, there's some ridiculously good armors. I just don't see them much. The other one that I've considered getting as an armor, but just because if I was gonna go kill Tesla pods, is like a high level firewall set. Because if you get like electric plates and a high level firewall, not firewall 2, like firewall 3, maybe firewall 4, and then you get electric plate 60s, um, you're not going to get touched with any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're pretty much invincible. By the way, this is where we would upgrade all our stuff eventually. Let's look, what would it be in order? Just checking this real quick. Officer, be adjusted that we'll have right off the bat. Maybe get approved this year. I haven't looked up improved stats, but the officer plates are legit equivalent to the serpent's plates, in my opinion, except firewall is really good stuff. It's specifically for if you're hunting the right thing. And I know people that make the firewall stuff, so like that's not as big a. I just haven't asked them about, hey, like, have you considered busting out a set of Lich Armor? And honestly, there should be some kind of adjusted Lich Armor or improved Lich Armor. There should be adjusted and improves of everything, honestly. I might kill myself on the way down here, guys. Boom. We didn't. Sometimes I bounce on those walls. That's not good. But yeah, there's a lot of, with the plates the way they are, those Ripper Snapper plates, if I were a 5th level armorer that was actually qualified to make them, just to be honest, I would snake those out of the thing. I've looked them up before and saw their stats. They are very freaking versatile. They're like their own little armor set on somebody almost. And so, I'm going to start from a, you know what? Because we're not throwing down with a big fireball, I'm going to throw on armor. That's probably a better choice than sitting here in some kind of desperate healing back and forth, inefficient battle. I'm going to just tell you guys. So if you guys don't know, you're automatically covered with auto loot in here, so we're kind of redundantly, our loot doesn't actually benefit us at all. But I was already doing stuff, so what can you say? Oh, here, I'll show you what they're the equivalent of. But here's the difference. So on the Imperium officer plates, instead of it being acid protection, right? It's burn protection. So it's this exact stuff, right? So you would get stab, impact, and cut. And then on the next one, upgrade up. I don't remember what it is, but let's find which piece doesn't have one. Boom. But basically, that's how it goes. It's good to know that stuff. We only need to kill these 10s, which can hit kind of hard if they get a good hit on you, you know. But this is just your standard adjusted pixie armor with serpent plating, in which my goal is to get the adjusted, maybe improved Imperium plates this year, and maybe because you can switch plates back and forth between armors, and so I would like another fancy set of armor. I've burned this thing almost out. This thing's beast without plates, as you can tell, right? High markup, covers a lot of things, but at this point I would like something more specific to what I'm wanting to hunt and more geared around like, hey, let me set this up in some direction, which I don't have worked out yet. Like, basically, because, you know, by the time I actually get my stuff together, for all I know, they'll drop some brand new armor that's like meshes perfectly with them, you know. That'd be the hope, right? By the way, we need Panelina tails. The tails, those are going to be important. I can't upgrade those one Imperium officer plates without a bunch of those, so that's going to be a I think it is actually really good armor. Very good armor. Honestly, and I've thought about that too. Do I just want to work my butt off and get like the combination? Because that might be actually another option. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of work. I noticed that a few people are doing it. That guy was starting to be a threat. If he would have criticaled us, he could have knocked us down or something. But no, the combination would be really ridiculous on that too. And would probably kick butt against robots. That's the thing, like, I need to really knock out so many codexes, it's kind of ridiculous at this point. But I planned on next year. You think it's that good? I think it's good. I think it's really, really a lot of work, but it might be worth to get it. I see a lot of people do have it though. So it's doable. So I hadn't looked how many what do you call them I needed. How much stuff I needed to upgrade all that stuff. Like, that combination would probably be killer, to be honest, and I probably should get the Disciple Armor from here. You know the other one I looked at that was weird? Because some of the mobs I hunt aren't that big. And so, oh, the grad armor for mentorship? Oh, can you just buy that out of the thing from people? I thought you were meaning the pimp armor that you can slowly work up. That's insane, and that literally is insane. And I actually do think it's worth doing if you know that you're very committed to that idea. You know what I mean? I like the one armor. What is the one that man, I'm having a brain fart day, guys. It's Bella. So, what's the armor Bella's at right now? Do you know? Like, I can't remember what armor she's at, but she's at like, hers is improved or adjusted or somewhere up that list, right? That stuff's like insane, a lot of work. But in all honesty, I kind of think that armor long term is worth getting. I was trying to find something that was more like exacted towards knocking out a cluster of specific like codexes, and then once it's burned out, it's burned out, and I'm like, holy crap, I guess I'm gonna target a different group of codexes type thing. Um, but I I could see why. Yeah, she's put some time into this planet, man. So I'm gonna tell you, with all the things you can customize with the plates, a lot of the armors are highly effective. I'm actually shocked that people aren't more into the plates than they are. Especially because, like, legit, some of the plates are as much armor as some of the lower tier armor. It's like legit another set of armor. And, like, some of the plates are, and I would have to buy them all. I'm not an armorer. Yeah. No, I believe plates and good armor is the investment to make. A good weapon is great too. You want something good, but they give you a bunch of weapons. And no, there's no gender restriction on plates. A lot of the plates can be upgraded. And they're literally just epic. Some of them are just so epic. I'm going to tell you, I think that there's more plates that haven't been found, that if somebody would like to go and find them. Is this guy coming at me for no reason? It's like he just aggroed on me for nothing. So plates are amazing. And literally you can just pull them off one armor set When I'm using my Perseus armor, I plate it up with the exact plates I have on this. And so I actually think that they're literally one of the best things in the game. They're versatile. Well, he aggroed on me for no reason, for reals, I think. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure all the way, you guys. I'm gonna just be honest. Been a long day. It's been an awesome long day though. But I could have been like, I don't know what that fire thing is, but I like that little symbol a lot actually. Oh, that's a power up level? I don't know how to do stuff where I can steal symbols yet, but later on I'll go through this thing and I'll figure out how to get that little symbol. That's awesome. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, boom. Thank you. I don't have Twitch up right this second. I have literally Streamlabs up in front of me, so I need to pull Twitch up though. So those Ripper Snapper ones, I've not seen somebody that's making them yet, but you can look them up, weirdly enough. They're absolutely kind of genius if you were doing specifically a bunch of animals, actually. They're pretty good plates. I looked at them. I'm sure that they're going to be expensive as crap, whoever's making them. They're 5th tier. I noticed that the blueprint on those is super barked up. And so some days I legit do wish I was in armor, right? Because there are some ridiculous armors. And armor is expensive. Like, you burn through guns and stuff to a point, but man, armor is like a costly thing. And so, I don't know, some of the armor stuff, especially good plates, like legit, like super good plates. Let's look at what some of the plates are. By the way, I'm going to show you guys, this is what's insane. I noticed some of this plate stuff has gotten to like epic levels of like, hey, holy crap, are you serious? And I'm not saying they're not worth it, because I think that they are. But legit, look at this crap. Make sure we're not. So that's a $400 plate, and that's just for the modified level of Serpent, in which that's, I don't remember how many levels up, but not like a ridiculous amount of levels up, but that's impressive. So if I could get to modified Imperium plates, it would look like this, but imagine that's burn instead. That's literally how you would consider that. So I noticed that they don't have any of the super rare plates in here right now. There's actually some that you don't see in here. Let's look through here real quick. I'm gonna bet that they don't have anything that's like, not trying to be mean about it, but no, for sure. They don't have any of the Lotus. Lotus is good. Those are gonna be expensive. See, that's 22 burn right off the bat and stuff like that. Now I don't know if there's modifications or if you can upgrade or improve or do anything else to that Lotus. But that's one of the other ones that I would consider, hey, that's a. But do you notice those are like 300 freaking dollar armors, plates, in which, like, I would rather like slowly work up to that. I'm probably gonna put $300 into getting up to a modified Imperium plate. I looked into it. The like perfected Imperium plates are insanely cool. Insanely cool. That's so much of a commitment that I know realistically I'm not capable of that kind of commitment. That's like its own relationship for a second. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm able to have those kind of commitments, but not like long term in a game right this second. Like too much for me. And so we're partialing it. It's a lot of commitment to get to perfected. Honestly, whoever gets to that perfected armor is bravo for them, dude. Mad respect. I think they're awesome. I legit um am not ready to bust out perfected armor yet. Cause that's like I don't even know what is that like 2, 3 years like saying you're committed? I mean, I don't know. It might not be 2, 3 years, but at least 2 years. For me, at least, it would be. It would be a lot. So that's scrap iron and stuff. People buy it. Plus, it goes into stuff. All these mobs have stuff that actually is useful as which all mobs do, but I mean, like, immediately useful with reasonable markup. But you remember last time we were throwing down. This was not going as fast because we were using our rifle. And this is exactly why we got this. This is the proper amount of throwy throws. And so, I don't know if you guys know about um, optimum loot theory. So I don't have my own optimum loot theories. I've heard of them. I have heard that if you take too long killing a mob, like if I just take a plinky plink gun, the quality of the loot could be defected. You know what I'm saying? But if you're killing them too fast, like boom, I don't think that that's good either. And I've heard that. I don't know if it's true. So there are theories though on loot quality theories that are that it's not just the return of the loot. That if you're hunting equipped wrong, that the quality of the loot gets negative too. And I don't know if that's a confirmed thing. You know what I mean? If anybody knows what they're talking about, I kind of believe it's true just myself. Just so you guys know. And I could be wrong. I mean, like, I could be like, but my belief is that if you're killing it in less than 2 hits, so I guess I do have a theory on it. I don't think that it's good if you're just striking them down. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I'm pretty sure that if you're taking way too long, it's also not good. And I'm not sure if somebody could like compile some kind of statistical analysis on it. I don't have like a lot of desire to sit there with pH stats. I will stretch. Watch this. Actually, that felt really good. Isn't it weird how stretching just feels good? I always wonder like what chemically is released on things that feel good. You know what I'm saying? I will also hydrate because I have water. I'm prepared for this stuff. But I do wonder about biochemically, like what's going on certain things. The other biochemical thing that I would like to know is when people take avoidable risks that are knowingly destructive, you know what I mean, on a whim. Like, think about that. Because, like, people just do that. Oh, that might be. So, I have not used a bunch of tech weapons. But I have seen them. I was looking at one the other day. That's actually one of the ones that I was looking at that was a permanent. Legit. So, There was a permanent VTech, I can't remember what it was. That was one of the weapons I was looking at in the auction house because I was trying to find something that was in that middle range for doing these dailies that was more logical than that little Osprey. The Osprey is great for RETs and stuff like that, and it's perfect for mobs on other planets that are like lower mobs for just codexing. But some of these dailies that we're trying to knock out for the faction things, it's not absolutely the best thing for, you know what I'm saying? Especially those Panalians and stuff. And so that tier 3, this, when I found it, the other thing I was looking at was legit a one of those VTech, in which it looked like it would have probably been really good for the situation, in all honesty. By the way, did you guys notice they snuck in another skill? And this is, I'm going to tell you, or maybe I just didn't notice it before, but I'm pretty sure I look at my skills enough that I would have noticed it. So, did anybody else notice this stuff? Right? Not that stuff. That's not what we're looking at. I'm sorry. Not particle beams. Is it particle beams? It might be under weapon engineering. Is it particle beams? Did they just add something? It might be particle beams. Did they add particle beams? I legit don't remember particle beams. And so I know gauze weapons have existed. I know plasma weapons have existed, right? I know BPLs and lasers and stuff like that. I legit don't remember that particle beam stuff. And so could somebody tell me, do you guys remember particle beams being a thing? And has anybody actually seen a particle beam? And this is a real question. I mean, because to my knowledge, I have actually never seen a particle beam in this game, which would mean that they're either going to add them or that there's some particle beam freaking weapon blueprint that we all haven't found in this universe yet. That's an issue. I've never seen particle beams. I'm going to legit tell you guys. Straight up. And so, my theory is that that's a new skill of some kind. Maybe it's not. But if somebody gets a particle beam, I actually would be really curious to. I've never really legit seen one in this game, and I've looked through weapons a lot. I think it's new. I actually don't think anybody has a particle beam that I know of, but if you do have one and you want to shoot me a link, I would really appreciate that. Just because I'm curious about that. So, plasma weapons kick butt, but they're slow as crap, right? So basically all the weapons are balanced in speed to like damage to stuff like that in range. And so I'm really curious on like, well, what does a particle beam? What's its balance? Is it gonna like be like a big, but then it takes like forever to recharge, so it'd be great for hitmanning, or I mean, like, I don't know. But I did notice that particle beams exist, guys. They have to exist because there's a skill. Right. And it could be a vehicle weapon. That sounds like a vehicle weapon kind of, right? Like a particle beam. Who knows? We're almost there, guys. Sorry about this. I really like these little mobs right here, by the way. Ooh, they're really dense right there. Probably the best place to start. So, this mob, if I would quit trying to skill myself up on stuff I don't use, drops the crap out of that dire weed floxen. See, we'll kill it fast enough that we're still in that good zone, though. And I don't have to kill a lot of these, like 20 of them, I think, something like that. But they are pretty good little mobs. And they don't hit too hard, but they do actually kind of... This is all us hitting them, so I'm having to wait till they hit us so I can actually judge it. So they don't hit very hard, but they do hit. I mean, that guy, this guy will hit. So that dude, we don't piss that off. Like, I should look up what kind of plates we would need to just walk up and kick his butt, though. But honestly, I would probably want a bigger pyro chip. He's a little beast. One day I thought, oh, well, I'll just check him. And I threw on my Perseus armor. It did not cover him at all. And so, like, we don't mess with that. I think somebody else is doing these too. These drop some interesting stuff. He must be starting over there. So we'll move over here. I'm gonna see if we have some mining probes on our own. Sometimes in these areas where nobody likes to like go and do stuff, boom, see, we find something right off the bat. Because a lot of people that mine don't like to mine inside of places where there's mobs. Or bigger mobs, you know, ish. I mean, it's all a comparative thing, right? It's a bigger mob for me. So, who knows? Yeah, this guy's probably gonna slaughter that, I would say. Yep, boom. So see, we got another daily done. But those are only skill dailies. Now, if we find 3 clusters of any of that stuff, because we do have one of the A.R.C missions going too, then we would get to collect another daily. That's why I'm kind of dropping them. We're casualing on some multiple daily type stuff too, because you can just randomly basically get enough to fill up that one. Plus, they have the skill daily anyway, so at that point you're like kind of... This planet's a pretty easy mining planet, honestly. Doesn't seem very challenging. I don't think it's super mined over, you know. I'm gonna get this one that's in the rocks. That way it'll be out of the rocks, maybe. This will prevent this from being some kind of issue later on. I was kind of worried about it going non-hittable at one point, but... See, there's that dire weed flaxen. Let's check this. I'm gonna have to kind of watch that guy too. See, that has pretty good markup. I'm naughty though, and in all honesty, I pretty much am like always using it for the daily, the other dailies. And so, in theory, it always costs you as much as you could have made off of it, no matter what you're doing. Jeez, did everybody decide to show up to do these right this second? This is maybe a popular mob this second. I hope at least somebody gets a big giant global out of it. This must be right now when everybody decided to just, like, take care of getting their faction badges and their points and stuff, right? Or is that guy mining over there? I think that grower guy is mining while everybody else is killing these guys down. He's a smart guy. I've done that in areas where somebody's just kicking the crap out of the area, and I knew, like, hey, this is probably the safest I'm gonna be, and so I just chilled with, like, in their zone and mined. It was a good choice. Like, just gonna be honest. When you're new at this game, you gotta find your own angle. And sometimes that angle is desperation. I tell you, these are selling like crazy. That's a really good amount sold this year. For the month, it's actually a really good amount. They're not being sweet on us today, though. I'm gonna run out. Oh. Let me try to find an area where we're not impeding other people at the same time as getting this done. I actually don't know this dude. I do think he has fancy gear, though. Oh, hi, thank you very much. Boom, we just got our ARC mission. I wanna check this guy out real quick. I know. I'm like the nosy neighbor of the planet right here, guys. Just saying. Not my fault. This guy kicked the crap out of us. Let's scan him real quick, too. Holy crap. Can you imagine having 240 stamina? We'd be godly, you guys. Let's check this guy. Watch, he have 240 stamina. He's pretty fast, you guys. You see the speed? Holy crap, I feel that we wouldn't want to be in a race with him. Does he not seem fast as crap? Let's catch him and scan this guy. Man, my aiming is bad. Boom, we got him scanned, guys. Oh, dude, he's pimp. Now look at that. That's straight pimp. Like, I'm not even gonna talk crap. That's 3 scores over 100. And, yeah, no. You're pimping then. Hold on, let's look at what he has. A perfected hermetic ring. Good modified area. Modified Viceroy armor, huh? What does that look like? Oh. Oh, and he has the Imperium officer plates in it. Look at this, see? He's sporting it. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what we're trying to get, and then the next level above that. But I don't have modified Viceroy armor. That's pretty good combination. Does this not look like a good combination? This modified Viceroy with the Imperium officer plates? That's versatile. That guy can hunt some stuff, you guys. I didn't check out his gun, I'm sorry. Okay, so now I'm going to throw down another vehicle. We're going to fly somewhere real quick. Boom. Did you not think that that's a good setup? Like it looked very well rounded. I'm just saying. I am totally thinking that that doesn't shock me. Those are really good plates. But with that armor, that looked stacked as crap, to be honest. Guys, what the crap? This is why it's so hard to know what to do in this game. Yeah, that was really nice, to be honest. I'm pretty sure we're approaching a teleporter thingamajiggy. You know, in my mind, that was so much closer. You know, oh, whoa. I'm not even on a mission to kill these, but I like these guys. So these are what you actually have to kill a bunch of if you're doing that armor quest. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be perfect for these guys. Look at this. I didn't realize I pissed off this guy though. That's a... I probably should focus on the 14th level guy that's in my face, not the 3rd level guy walking slowly towards us. Okay, boom. Might eat another pill. Looks like I'm aggroing everything while we're trying to eat a pill, but really we're just aggroing most everything. So I'm feeling very good about this level 3 one. I feel it's really good for the stuff on this planet. And I don't know, a level 4 might have been better, but I think it would be too quickly killing some of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? This looks perfect actually. I'll probably get a Neo-Psi adjuster on it, to be honest. So it's doing some more pad output and hitting just slightly harder. Or maybe it doesn't even need it. Not really sure. Let's try it on these guys. I swear these things are just like not being very cool about the... I'm trying to focus on one thing. They're like... I'll kill him first. He's just throwing his hands up at us. Look. I just want to look what I'm backing this up into. I should look these guys up. I don't ever hunt them. This guy hits hard if he gets to us, by the way. He's slow as crap, so that'll take forever, but if he actually got to us, he'd go boom pretty dang hard. He's gonna get to us. I'm gonna probably heal myself. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna hit through our armor, but he hits hard. Yeah, he's getting through our armor a little bit, once in a while. Okay, so let's drop a probe. Sad. This guy wanted to drop some cracked shells. I would take him though. I'm not an armor, but I do that daily if it's up, you know, and just sitting there for sure. But in all honesty, it's much better to get a hold of an actual armor that already makes a ton of armor and has super good armor scores than to try to do it yourself, unless you're really going to commit to that. And then that's an excellent, excellent direction to go. It's just a real direction. They haven't gave us any of our things yet. I do have a mission for these guys. I just don't know how many I'm supposed to kill. So if we kill some every little while, it's eventually going to happen anyway, right? Because there's so many missions on these planets that you don't even, most of the time, have them all up. Because it's not realistic. We do use that though. I feel this level 3 one is probably perfect for this little planet. Boom! See? Like that. We just got the ARC Stage 1 faction Skywraith done. I didn't even know I was working on that right then. That's pimp. I like that. I might be working on one on these guys, I don't know. I heard something growl. I was like, what the heck is it? I know, I'm excited about this. We're gonna get a bunch of faction badges. That's for sure. So I'll be at 300 in no time. And then we'll have those Imperial officer plates, Imperium ones. And then legit, I've got to get 300 more points to bring them to the next level. Which is kind of a lot, but each time I guess you get more access to stuff. And I think at 300 points I get to do a daily texturing mission. Or something like that. I'm not sure. There's a daily texturing mission, you guys. And this guy knows how to texture already. Oh, look at this. We got 2. Let's see what this other one is. Well, that's the iron. Blue crystal is what we got. I needed that anyway. I think at this point we're about to dominate. Do you know what else is insane? I need to get a big chip for doing all the backwards ones that you have to swim backwards, like I don't know, the armored whatever, the spike armor fish thingies that are deadly that you just swim backwards on. I need to kill them. I know I need to kill some of those willies, which I think those things, I don't even know where they are, honestly. I haven't went and found the willies yet, guys. But I think that they're like a big well or something. I don't know. But people have said things about them. Like, emotionally, that they get butthurt about the loot. But then there's epic stuff that could come off of them. So if you get lucky, you get super lucky. But basically, you're probably going to get your butt kicked. That's what I heard. So it sounds like mining on like certain places like in hell and stuff on Rocktopia. You know what I'm saying? Well, that is kind of what it sounded like to me. I'm like, yeah. But we're doing pretty freaking good on the mining here. Yeah, everybody's always said some stuff about the willies. Every time I ask somebody, they're like, blah, 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 and then some smack talk. And then specifically that they hunt them and they're really, really wanting the pristine off of it and some other stuff. But I know that if you get the pristine off the willies, you're probably about to get lit up on the chat box. And I'm not even sure what the pristine is for. But legit, I already know it's heavily desired, and some people would like to have that from you. And so, I would have to look it up if I actually got something like that, where I'd be like, well, let me figure out if I actually think this is important. But it sounds important, right? It sounds like a bunch of people would pay a bunch of money for it, is what it sounds like actually to me. I got a pristine off of one of those tide claws, the big ones. And that's not even like the super, hey, that's unbelievable rare pristine. That automatically is a 400 ped pristine. And so I kind of wonder what the pristine's value is off of that. I don't actually know what somebody would pay. Because I think there's only so many people actually trying to do this stuff where they need a pristine. I could need a pristine for these plates eventually. Like 20 years down the road. Do you guys all feel that to do all the stuff that you want to do with your character, you're going to have to become an immortal of some kind? Right? Just saying. I feel that actually. I feel like I got a lot of goals, but I have to find a workaround on this mortality thing. I know, that's off subject, but just to be frank. If any of you guys want to find a workaround on it, it'd be awesome. I thought I was getting freaking shot at for a second from a distance. Okay, I'm going to click this. And because these guys are kind of easy, I probably am going to use... No, you know what? I think this might be overkill on these guys. Oh, I didn't even mean to aim at that guy. So this is overkill on these guys. We're going to go to this one. I think everybody feels the same way on stuff. Or maybe they don't. Maybe a lot of people are like, nah, I want to pass naturally. Nah, I'm cool. I don't need to do that. You know? Somebody wants to start doing immortality stuff, I'm not against it. I'd like our society to be a slightly better society, just overall at each other, but before we start getting immortals, you know what I mean? You gotta start worrying. Once a society's about to have people like be actual mortal, and I'm not attempting to discuss controversial subjects in any capacity, so this is just like sheer just for the... But if you think about it, as we expand out lifespans, and we really are going to medically, right? That actually starts becoming a really scary thing, right? Because compounding investments or antiques and stuff like that are kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? Like a person in their lifetime with a compounding investment can become very wealthy. And so if you could amass a fortune that was compounding over even 200 to 300 years, that even becomes bigger. And then and not in all countries, and this is where I'm not trying to be like, this is not political, but if people were immortal, like we have lifetime appointments to the Supreme Court in my country. And I know that not all countries are the same, but like, and I'm not even saying immortal, but say somebody's lifespan was expanded to even 200 years. Are we really cool with appointments to political offices where somebody could hold it for 200 years? And so, like, I don't think our system of society is legit ready for too big of an expansion on lifespan because we're just not set up for it. Like, I'm for it for me, for sure. But I'm just saying that, like, as a societal thing, I think that we should approach that kind of life expansion technology super, super, like, carefully. And, like, maybe if you're going to have a lifetime appointment position, you don't get to become a 300-year person. I don't know. I think that that's where we end up getting in some kind of slippery slope thing where, like, you know, it just gets weird at that point of society. It gets neat, I think, too, but I think that that would be super dangerous, you know what I'm saying? You could end up with 12 people being Supreme Court justices for, like, ever. Not ever, but like 200 years. And I don't think society would palate that well. Like, it would be pretty extreme in my mind. And that's just an opinion, and it's a very hypothetical opinion. But lifespans are jumping very quickly because of science. And if they doubled lifespan in the next 20 years through some major breakthrough, nobody would be jaw-dropped, right? But becoming an antique collector would be easy. You just go and buy something that was popular and wait 200 years. It's like the ultimate vampire trick, right? Every coin you buy is going to be an antique in 500 years, so you're good. Just saying. That was super off subject to Entropia though, so we'll just hope YouTube doesn't like tell me that I discussed controversial subjects. Sometimes they do. And I don't feel that what we discussed was, but you gotta watch what you say on social media at all anymore. Also, not a discussion. But these guys are an awesome mob. I need to have a separate non-monetized channel where we can just discuss things that have nothing to do with that kind of stuff. But then I feel that I would be censored really quickly, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? That censorship stuff's real. In all worlds. Just saying. I don't think that there's a society that hasn't censored people. I'll tell you what would be way benefited by expanding our lifespans though. Space travel. Almost any planet that you can go to that's worthwhile takes too long to go to. You know what I'm saying? Even if they get that whole theoretical warp bubble crap going on, you know. Which I do believe that they'll get going on eventually. You're still looking at mass amounts of energy and time to get anywhere cool for a long time. And so that'll be interesting. I'm pretty sure we're on this mission. It's 110 kill mission. Absolutely one of the more good ones for me to do because it's a robot oriented one. You know the other mission that's insane on this planet is that Zora's mission. I know a bunch of people have finished it, but that's insane. That is a really big mission. And so I hadn't even thought about starting that yet because honestly I don't know if I want to do it. But besides that, that's another huge, huge commitment. You have to be like ready to kill some stuff, which we're all ready to kill some stuff in this game. But I mean, you really got to be ready to do what they want you to do for a while. I feel that most of the people in this game, oh boom, we got it finally. That play the crap out of this have a super super serious relationship with a love-hate relationship with this game. Even the people I know that love the crap out of this game literally hate the same twisting, pulling you in 10,000 directions, love-hate situation that this game is. Like, no matter how much you want to do stuff, there's so much stuff to do, you just can't actually do it all in any capacity. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm trying to think of who all we killed. Killed a bunch of people, but I'm not sure if we killed them all. Okay, I'm gonna pop in here. Right as we're teleporting, they shoot us. I don't even know what to say. So this is where we're gonna collect our little daily tokens. This is what fuels some of your other token stuff. This guy should have a thing above his head. We should have killed a couple more of the things, you guys. I'm not crapping you. That's such a weird expression. But weird. Okay, let's check this. I'm gonna grab this. We're gonna go back and kill that guy. We want all 8 of our tokens for that stuff. We don't want to mess around. Not sure if I have this yet. So these guys right here, if you guys didn't know, once you're, I don't know what level, you're allowed to grab these. They're super awesome. That humming sound throws me off all the time, and I literally think somebody's setting their emote humming or something. Like I don't even know if that's an option. You know these hats right here? I need one of these too. Let's look at this. Where's his hat? Silver crown. Look at this. He's getting 15% skill gain for his item construction. I wasn't trying to have to shove past people, but boom. That, in my mind, is insane. Okay, so right off the bat, this lube, Lurker lube. We got Lurker oil. I gotta remember what Lurker lube is made from. I'm gonna Google it real quick. I'm gonna show you guys what Lurker lube's made of. Hold on one second. Because we're running low on it anyway. Okay, so we need hardening agent and swamp lurker oil to make lurker lube is what it says. That's good to know, right? Boom. I don't know how much hardening agent I have. We'll have to look at that, but that's, I believe, blue crystal oriented. Oh, we have hardening agent. See right there, boom. This is the kind of stuff you have to know. Then let's look at this. See how much lurker loop we have. Lurker oil, boom. So obviously we've killed the crap out of those a little bit. Bang. And that should give us enough. I'm honestly not sure if we actually needed to make the metal. I think we did. It's the calcium we don't need to make. But see how these burn up dailies? And so you have to get those Cyrene mission tokens so you don't like not have the ability to do these basically. Jeez, they're being brutal on this, guys. Okay, boom. And this is why the dailies are also kind of good because it actually gives you the stuff for these. There's Mac. I don't know if I even should do the tailoring one, to be honest, but I probably will just because we're naughty about it. This is where that dire weed fluxin is killing. And I don't have a high tailor score, but this is going to get us some tailoring score. Okay, then we're going to take this crap, drop it in there. I'll bring this back down over here. Then we collect this insane amount of stuff right here. Then we're going to go kill some more stuff. Sometimes I'm naughty sometimes. I'm not going to lie about it. Oh, wait. I don't think I have sweat on me, guys. I'm going to have to grab our sweat too. So this guy lets you trade in 500 sweat and just boom. There's our faction badges from that guy. I think this guy's the mining guy, to be honest. See, we already got these, so we're going to have to retake them. I'm going to tell you, this is how we rock it up. So there's a good area that I like to mine. I'll show you it. We're going to collect our little points first. Over here, I'm sure that we have some mining stuff that we collect there too, and we'll do a little mining run real quick because it literally is easy as crap. Boom. And this is why I like the mining stuff. So once you have 200 points, you can double stack this stuff. And see how we're getting points and for all the stuff. I mean, well, that's a horrible example because it's too far back. But we've got skill points slash and a bunch of other stuff, including, I probably should have merged these. Yeah, merge those in. And then I really hate that sometimes. Boom. We're going to be at 300 fast. I'm going to have to start hunting Panellians really aggressively, you guys. Like, flat out. That's the only way we're going to have enough of the tells. I think I need 350 tells. Which, in all honesty, that's a lot of tells. So, one of the strips I like mining through for getting the dailies especially is this one right here. And it's not, is this, oh see, that's that good armor too. See, look at this. Wait, stolen Imperium? That's from the plate. That's from the plate. I'm gonna tell you what, this is the first time I've seen stolen Imperium armor. I don't know anything about that, you guys. I feel that we need to do some armor research of some kind, like stronger armor research. I'm legit not even sure what all there is at this point. We're gonna get some mining stuff. Oh, whoa. But that guy's stacking. So that looked pretty good too. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna be hunting for a second. We'll have to know from there. I'm not gonna drop yet because we've dropped this area already. Right here, we'll start. So I usually can find some of that caseonite here. And that's most of the time what I'm after is caseonite. Because we always need it for the daily. If you run out of it, you end up finding out that the only batch in the market right that day is 20% markup. Boom, we just knocked out another daily. Isn't that always how it is when you're off planet and you need something? Like it has an average markup of some reasonable amount normally, right? And then the one day you super need it, it is not that markup. It's some ridiculous, hey, happens to me. Which good for them. At least they get that markup. I'm gonna get myself a handkerchief or something. Probably should have one. But then I thought I was gonna be some throwing down on a global today or something. A tiny amount. And we don't have a daily to find oil, guys. Where are we at? Insane. Yeah. So I'll be at 300 pretty fast at this point. I would think. And then I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna need a break for a second. Not from the game, but from like doing the crap out of the dailies every day for a second. Like I probably have to go shoot something for a while. That's just randomly something else. But then I think I do really want to get it up to where we get that next level up. Because it's what? Every 300 points you can go one tier up. We're going to try to scoot between these guys and hope they don't kill us. And there's a chance that we had to make some kind of last second decision to save our lives. I'm not really happy about this being this close to these guys. Oh. The tree harvester's not going to help us on that. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what those guys drop. Ooh. I'm going to get right through here because we don't want to get caught up with these guys. Boom. You know, I've never really hunted these. Like sat there hunting them as a specific creature. I probably should hunt them one day. Because I'm probably nowhere on their codex. And it looks like our armor totally cuts it for him too, so. It's taking a second to get him down though. Come on, guy. Kind of like this guy. I should look up what damage those guys do. That'd be a good one to hunt probably on this planet. I don't know their drop composition list or anything. But for some reason in my mind, those guys would be like good loot. In fact, let's look up, see if it... Sky Shatter. Okay, hold on 1 second. Defensive dodge, winnable, no. Tameable, no. Range combat. It doesn't list the damage type on here. Just so you guys know. Nope. Okay. I was hoping it did. Basically, I would almost bet that they damage hard though. And with at least 2 or 3 freaking types damage. I should find out what they actually take. If anybody actually hunts them and you want to message me or tell us what they take to hunt, I would love to know. I don't actually know myself, but they look like they'd be fun to hunt. I think we'd have to throw down with some bigger weaponry though. I was really hoping on that. It happens, you guys. It's a nice chill day though. I was just... Okay. Mm. I'm gonna go along this beach. I hate it when I leave things on auto and they go off when I don't want them to. You know what I'm saying? Like when you accidentally leave it on auto and it goes off and it was something that like benefits you, it's always nice. You're like, yeah. Then once in a great while though, you're like, oh. Obviously, I need to build up my extraction. That's a for sure. See, we're getting too much Zornstar. We don't really need that. We need the Caseonite more. Come on. I'm gonna mine the back of this place. Because doesn't this look shady as crap? Boom. And we just knocked out another just like that. I'll have to pick that one up. I'm still gonna have to sneak around those vortexes though. Pretty sure we're not armored for that crap. And that they would just beat the tar out of us, but you know, who knows? Oh yeah, that thing would kill us for sure. I don't think we have to gas, right? Okay. So, this is exactly why we carry stuff. Anytime there's something like that that can just wipe us out. Isn't this thing kind of neat? I don't know what it is. Some kind of structure, you know? But I probably shouldn't have flown in there like that. That was probably a bad idea, you guys. I was just curious. I don't know what's going on with that. It's like, I don't know if it's holding up the mountain, built on the mountain. Are those big batteries? This is a good mining area. Now watch, we'll do horrible because I said that. You guys ever feel that like you speak too soon and curse yourself on some things? Touche. Oh, these are low-level dusters. Let's check these dudes out. Oh, this dude's just a worker. He's not. Oh, he's armed. Oh, they're gonna take some throwdown on him. I wonder what these guys drop. They're kind of good, right? I'd hope. I'm gonna save myself real quick. I don't know the backstory for the Dusters, actually. You know that? At all. I'm sure there is one somewhere. I just don't know it. Dudes that live on this planet that like to try to kill everybody. Okay, let's look at this. 14th level Duster. I was hoping it was going to be a slightly bigger find than that. Okay. And probably not crude oil too, but you know. We'll take what we can get. Oh, do not need beamed up. You know what though? If I didn't have a bunch of stuff on me, we would go up to space right now. Because we could show you guys how to do repairs on a mothership. That would probably be a good idea too to show, but right this second, we're not attempting to get to space. I could check that though. The thing is, most of the motherships consistently are best time to do your skilling is usually on the weekends and stuff. Try and find a path through. Which I don't think there's a clean path through. Okay, boom. So there's some kind of daily to turn in that too. I'd have to find the green crystal guy. Honestly, don't know where he is exactly, but thank gosh there's dailies for pretty much everything, right? Well, we found the green crystal area, right? This beach seems to have plenty. Okay. Should probably just drop it right here. Honestly, do you guys think these guys are pretty aggressive, semi-aggressive? What's the thoughts? I don't see him coming at me yet. I'm gonna drop it right here. We're gonna find out. Well, we didn't find one, but he didn't come at us to kill us. Look, he might be now. Do these guys look not very aggressive? That's nice stamina. Okay, let me zap us back somewhere. Figure out what we actually have. This is such a good planet, by the way. If you guys haven't done this stuff up here, it's pretty actually ridiculous. It has all the little mech guide. Well, let me make sure I'm flying at the right place. Yeah, it does. I feel silly when I'm trying to tell you guys stuff and then we find, like go to check and I'm like cutting it off or something. So this is where you get your Imperium Plates that you can upgrade. Well, there's multiple ways to get them, but this daily here killing these mechs, you can get one Imperium Plate a day. And the guy that gives you the mission uh, is right here. And so this guy is who you're going to want to talk to if you're wanting to get another Imperium Plate or if you're just starting to collect your Imperium Plates. You need 7 of them. I don't honestly know if I'm hardcore enough to take my Imperium Plates all the way up to perfected. But I will at least take them up to like augmented or whatever it is. Maybe even beyond that, to be honest. Who knows? We'll find out. That'll be a let's see what's to come. Because in all honesty, I haven't made a total decision on it. I do believe those Imperium officer plates are awesome though, and so I am definitely going to pursue it. I just don't know how far down that line, just because the sheer amount of time it's going to take, which isn't a huge deal, but you know, I definitely have to balance it with the we're kind of putting a lot of our crafty stuff on stall, which is not horrible, but I don't want to stall out our crafting too much, you know, beyond what we need to. I literally don't see anybody else that's doing Entropia. I'm checking real quick. Oh, Sweet Cookies is. I don't know them myself, but that's good to know. Um, I do hope you guys have a great day. I want to thank you for hanging out. I'm going to get you guys over to Sweet Cookies right here. And you guys have an amazing day. Peace. Very best wishes.